What's happening, people? It's your boy, Porter with Cheese, and we're back. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 on the Nintendo Switch. In the last live stream, we saw a near full-scale war break out until the Praetor showed up. Your boy took a little bit of the off-stream time to fast travel back over here and try to get some more stuff for Poppy, to upgrade Poppy, and I was surprised to see that Lila isn't dead here. So that was a shock for me, and that Tora's dad is also here at Tora's house. So Lila's not dead; she's very much alive and well. So we're glad to see that didn't end up being a bad ending there. And I see out there Tortuga was happening. So right now we're going to fast travel back over to the Indolin plateau, basically. And then we're going to progress the story in this stream and see what kept thinking it was over here. I think it's right here. We'll fast travel here. And if it's not the active quest, I'll set it as the active quest so that we can see where we're supposed to be going.
Let's rest a spell.
Yeah, it's up this way.
Do not stop now.
I bet you that first fast travel spot was where I was supposed to travel to. We can walk it. I guess it won't hurt us that much. But I'm still needing to do a serious off-stream grind session. I think I'm still not quite where I need to be at level-wise and such. So I might have to do that. But I noticed that we got a big jump in levels from the inn. The last time we went to the inn, we got like at least 3 levels, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so let's see what the story has for us now here. So I guess we go, oh, okay, we go over there. Okay. Oh, I forgot he's like a royalty. Alright, so let's see what happens.
My deepest thanks to you for agreeing to this ceasefire, Queen Rakura, Emperor Nile.
As I recall from the Assyrian treaty of 350 years ago, the Praetorium was to refrain from intervention in times of war. And yet here you are intervening. But I trust you have a suitable justification, Your Eminence.
Naturally. But first, to ensure impartiality in these negotiations, may I present Nira, acting chairman of the Argentum Trade Guild. Furthermore, representing the Tantalese, His Highness the Crown Prince Ozikairis Brunev Tantal will also be attending.
The Crown Prince? The
The prodigal prince of Tantal.
Okay. Oh, that doesn't sound good.
What a spectacle! Seems the Praetor has as much clout around here as ever.
Could we not just take them out here and now?
Good point. All the principal nations' heads gathered here? It'd make things easy later.
The way to the World Tree must first be opened. Wiping out mankind is the easy part. We could manage that ourselves.
Even so.
That isn't our only goal, remember? We must wait for the stage to be set.
Is Jin serious about this?
Yeah. I've been wondering that myself.
Oh, he's serious. He always is. He will annihilate mankind, and then he will kill the architect.
What? This man is crazy.
Now, it seems Morardain has been accused of a unilateral breach of treaty in this matter. Emperor Nile, I open the floor to you. Is there anything you wish to say?
While we are still conducting investigations into the cause, it cannot be denied that weaponry belonging to our forces was discharged against Uriah. Regardless of any possible reason and circumstance, we are prepared to offer recompense for this grave offense.
So you want to settle this with money?
We will provide any compensation deemed necessary.
Perhaps I'm misunderstanding. To my ears, it sounds almost as if you mean to imply that the blame for these offences does not lie with your Majesty at all.
We are investigating. I ask that we not draw any hasty conclusions.
What need is there for investigation? I believe a cause has already been established. There are witnesses.
And that would be? What a preposterous notion. The people you speak of are merely a terrorist group. How could they possibly command that measure of...
It's the truth. I, Ozyclyrus, swear this in the name of King Eulogimenos Tantal.
Can confirm ex-chairman Banner give these people some kind of supplies. Military supplies, methinks. And in great number, yes.
But why would...
What if I were to tell you that the Aegis Malus, who raised the world 5 centuries ago, was involved?
Ridiculous. Everyone knows he disappeared in a blaze of flame.
He's very much alive, believe me. That arsehole, I mean, the Aegis, has confronted us in person. And if my word is not enough for you...
I'm bringing out Mithra.
A blade? But that core crystal...
This is another Aegis, named Mithra. Your Highness has heard of her, surely?
So the rumors that reached us were true. Who is its driver?
If you knew that, I dare say your surprise would be even greater. But that is not the matter we are here to discuss, Your Highness. This is a dire situation.
Boy, this plot is getting really thick right now.
6 o'clock already. Mithra's been in there for a long time now.
We've just got to trust him.
They're dealing with the leaders of whole nations. It's not like there's anything you or me can do to help.
That man's like, I'm ready to bust some skulls.
I've noticed something about Malos. He's an Aegis, but you wouldn't know it from how he's fighting.
What?
I'm pretty sure he's damaged in some way.
Well, the what?
You mean he can't use the full
I don't
extent
know.
of his powers?
The wounds I dealt in our battle long ago may not be completely healed. His end goal is Elysium. He wants to go back to the place he was born. There he can heal until his powers have recovered. If Malos is allowed to restore himself,
The horrors of 5 centuries past will return.
or worse still, Malos's goal is simple. He means to destroy humanity in its entirety.
Why would anyone desire that?
Perhaps he doesn't even need a reason. It seems to be a deep-seated drive. An instinct. As natural as breathing.
All of this is my responsibility.
Praetor Amalthus? Whatever do you mean?
It was none other than I who awakened Malos and unleashed him upon the world.
So, Your Eminence, the rumor that you were once Malos's driver is...
I never intended to obscure the truth. It is writ plain for all to see in history books. I was a fool. It was to prevent such foolishness that all passage to the World Tree was forbidden after the Aegis War. However, it has become apparent that the laws of men do not apply to Malos. The time may have come to lift that restriction. I appreciate this.
Don't think you've earned my trust. But since Rex is going to Elysium, their paths are bound to cross. That's all.
I'm surprised. You seem so devoted to the boy.
It's for both our sakes. But you, Amalthus, who is it that you're living for?
Got him. She called him out. Alright, so we're going to a fan's funeral. It looks like we're without, what's her name too? I already forgot her name. We still got Super Beef Man over there. But I like the party of Nia, Tora, and Rex. They said it was right outside the sanctum, so it's out here.
I guess they did call her a goddess. The state funeral makes sense. Shouldn't you be with him?
He's a boy. Best not to bother them at times like this.
I expected you to be more clingy. You really are different from her.
Actually, letting him be was more her idea than mine.
Really? Pirates? Get out. So wait, you're saying you want to go be clingy or what?
How are you?
I can't. Sheesh.
Oh my gosh.
It's weird though.
What is?
I mean, don't you think it's odd? Normally, if a blade or its driver dies, it'll just go back to being a core crystal. So why is Fan just dead?
I did wonder the same thing. There's only one way I know for a dead blade to keep its physical form. Remember Minnow? I mean Cole. He was a flesh eater.
Yeah.
But Fan wasn't a flesh eater. I can say that for sure.
What's that?
That's the shape of Fan's core crystal. Well, how it used to be.
But now it's a triangle.
Rex and I are quite a unique case, but this is different still.
How is it different?
If a blade shares its core with another, its shape changes in a uniform fashion. In our case, the center part went to Rex, and the outer part to us. I don't know why that is, but it seems to be a rule.
But Fan's isn't like that.
Exactly. It looks more like someone stole her core, doesn't it?
What? Bro. That little bit of info. So there's got to be another layer to this Praetor that we're not aware of right now. I see you out there, see what's happening. Hey, Kitty, I see you out there. Oh, so we're still trying to get to the World Tree, but we just heard, like, from all the dialogue that apparently that's where Jin and Malos are trying to get to for different reasons, but looks like we're gonna get to gonna have a audience with the Praetor. Maybe he'll let us figure out how to get to the World Tree now. Alright, so let's head in here and talk to the Praetor. I'm assuming we're probably going to have to go some other place. As much as I want to push the game for it, but there's like 10 chapters is what they said. And I'm assuming, I think I remember us finishing chapter 5 in the last live stream. So we're not quite at the grand finale yet. So we're probably going to have to go somewhere else before we actually head to the World Tree. I gotta get those Merc missions going so we can get some extra cash and some more skills for our blades and such. I'm gonna have to really grind hard off stream, y'all guys.
My apologies. Did I keep you waiting?
No, not really. What were you doing?
I was cleansing the core crystals. It markedly increases their resonance success rate. Bonding with the crystal carries certain risks, you understand.
I know.
When I became the driver of an Aegis, this power was awakened in me.
So, I might be able to do it too?
Who knows? Different people are cut out for different things.
Right, yeah.
Now then, my work is done for the day. Come with me.
Yeah, I definitely recommend picking this up.
A special envoy? To Tantal? Me?
Correct. Behold. As a salvager, I imagine you are already aware, but this is Allrest, the world we currently inhabit. We make our home on Titans, moving in circles around the world tree. And here lies the Great Void. This void came into being 500 years ago. It did not exist prior to that.
So I've heard. It's in our way anyway. It stopped us reaching the world tree.
The Great Void is carved from the Cloud Sea by a monstrous beast known as Ophion.
Wait, you mean that thing?
I was gonna say, here comes the flashback. Right on cue.
To be precise, it is an artifice, a servant of the Aegis.
Of Mithra?
So that thing is Mithra's. Then what did it attack us for? Doesn't make sense.
Ophion was felled in the ancient battle with Malos, sinking below the clouds. This means someone must have revived it.
Correct.
And you're saying that someone was Zeke's home country, Tantal?
Yes. They gave Ophion one directive: to ensure that none approach the World Tree. They sought to prevent a repeat of the horrors of the Aegis War. So, an obstacle was created, the Great Void.
How did they manage a feat like that?
As I've said, mankind is regressing. Only one artifact remains that can rescind Ophion's orders, and it lies in Tantal.
It's called the Omega Feta, and it's guarded by the royal family. I'll take you to it.
I've prepared your envoy documents already. Your quest is to set foot in Elysium, correct? Malos and his ilk will surely seek the Omega Feta for themselves. I would ask you to reach Elysium before they do, and inform me of what you find there. Do it as a favor for a once foolish old man, and so that people may have a future in this dying world.
Alright, so we got our next place to go. And like I suspected, we're not going directly to the World Tree now. Yeah, you'll definitely want to get Octopath. But I actually think that this game might be on sale before Octopath, unless you can find Octopath cheap at like I'm assuming a Black Friday sale. But then this game will be also cheap as well. Alright, so we gotta head back to our room. That man got to his seat. I was gonna go sit in the chair, but that man was already in his chair. We didn't get to see a good. We didn't get to see a person sit on the Iron Throne in the last season of the last episode of Game of Thrones. So your boy was about to go sit on that seat up there. That man, the Praetor, got in there before we could get in there. That sack. Alright, so I'm gonna call it right here that man, the Praetor, is a low down scallywag. Alright, I'm calling it right here in this stream.
We can reach Tantal by ship, but once we're there, we'll need to do a spot of walking.
So we're traveling with Shell Led here? Never thought I'd see the day.
I think you'll find I make a fantastic ally.
Luck of Zeke not so great. Bet we shipwrecked by tomorrow.
Cheeky furball.
We're all gonna die.
Hey, Zeke. You said before that Torna concerned you too. What did you mean by that?
What? Oh, yeah, that. I don't know about those clans, but Torna, a country that fell 500 years ago, they were the ancestors of us Tantalese. The people of Tantal are descended from Adam, the hero of Torna, who escaped its destruction.
So, after Pyra fell asleep, Adam escaped to Tantal?
That's right.
That is the first I've heard of it. I have studied much history, but this story never featured. Most peculiar.
We're humble. Don't really like to brag about it. The only real trace left is in this here sigil of the royal family.
Flashback? Yep, called it.
So why did you awaken Hayes?
Because her power was of great use to me. Indol has found itself under attack from Torna a number of times. She was necessary in driving them back.
Really? Then why don't you seem to have any others? Blades, that is.
Driver though I may be, I am no fighter. Besides, I find the warrior monks here so reliable. They get the job done.
If you say so. I wonder, do you know why Torna are using the name of a dead country?
Jin was a blade of Torna once. Loyalty or nostalgia? Who can say? Perhaps both.
Is that really all there is to it?
You don't think so?
I don't know much about what happened while I slept. There are no written records, either. All we have is stories passed down.
And you think that is insufficient? History is a murky thing. Only those present can truly know what took place.
But weren't you one of those present?
And that is why I offer you my cooperation.
I guess we'll find out if we go to Tantal.
So what will we find out when we get there is the question. I'm ready to find out. I like the little non-verbal body language animations that they added. Even though they're not speaking, like they have the gestures and mannerisms of a person talking. Well, not me anyways, because I don't really use my body when I talk. So they're letting that man have it. It's delicious. Alright, we could fast travel, but we'll walk. You know why. Gives me a little time to look into the chat box and speak to y'all guys. Kind of give myself a little bit of spots in between the dialogue to chit chat with the chat. Get my thoughts out there. See what y'all guys are thinking. But yeah, I was saying to CC that he should try to catch this game on sale. Like, most definitely during Black Friday, there's usually good sales on games like this.
Tensions seem high.
From what I gather, it seems an official summit is to be held between Morardain and Uriah.
A summit? You mean about the recent punch-up? But I thought...
Didn't Praetor Amalthus get them to stop and sort it all out?
Perhaps there are some discussions they would prefer Indol not to be privy to.
Besides, Uriah doesn't like to associate too closely with Indol. They'd hate to be seen as acquiescing to the Praetor's will. Got to keep up appearances, you know?
Acquiescing? You what?
Like, letting him tell them what's what.
For such a spanner, you sure use some big words. How come?
Stop calling me that! Buzz off, kitty no-mates! Anyway, this summit would explain why Morag isn't around.
Indeed. She has much to attend to.
That was her name, Morag. I forgot her name.
Shared sovereignty over Gormott.
Yes. I don't think anything less will be sufficient to placate them.
The Senate would never approve it.
I can overrule them by decree. Of course, I would need to secure Senator Roderick's cooperation.
Imperial decree? If it's come to that, well, then I cannot dissent. I cannot help but admire your courage, your majesty.
That means a lot, coming from you.
Acting Chairman Nira Nira.
Sorry for intrude. Is emergency, so Nira Nira take liberty of drop by unannounced.
You certainly look troubled, Chairman. So, what is this emergency you speak of?
Well...
Uh-oh. What's happening? What's happening? Oh, bro, they're not gonna let us know what happens? Oh, that's some garbage. Maybe while we're on the ship, it'll fill us in. We'll get to see what happened.
So, we can make our way to Tantal from here. I assume the Praetor has a ship waiting for us.
Hey, Shalad.
What?
Are we really gonna just leave Morag behind?
Who's leaving anyone? She's got her own priorities, you know?
Yeah, but still.
Anyway, her schedule is filled with official duties right now.
For sure. It's just a bit of a shame is all. You know, since we came all this way together.
I guess I know how you feel, chum. Huh? Speak of the devil.
She's coming, what? Here she comes. That man said, hold door. So what's happening?
Banner's going for the summit.
On top of everything, an assassination attempt?
If blood gets spilled at the summit, it'll mean war.
War's good for business, after all. I guess he wants to use that to get himself back in with the guild.
Why, that little? I was wondering where he'd slunk off to. What a sneaky git.
It seems acting chairman Nira wishes to take care of this incident covertly, to avoid it reflecting badly upon the guild.
So you came to us?
If we mobilize the army, the whole thing will become public.
Oh, I get it. So we're a more convenient solution.
I'm not forcing you. If you refuse, Bridget and I will do what we can alone.
Ah, come off it, lady. You wouldn't even think of dragging us into this, if you thought you could handle it on your own.
I suppose not. You know Bana as well as I. There's no telling what he might be plotting.
According to acting chairman Nira, several giant weapons were being built at the factory where we last saw him. And one of them is currently unaccounted for.
Giant weapons.
Got it. Besides, you know, we've got our own score to settle with him.
Thank you. It will be easier to focus on my duties knowing you are on the case. Good luck.
Leave it to us.
Alright, let's go destroy some stuff. Alright, so before we even get to go to Tantal, we're not even going to get to go to Tantal. You know what I'm saying? What the heck is this about? Wait, what's our objective now? Ask around in Indolith to see if you can find information about shady figures plotting an assassination attempt. What bird people are they talking about? I don't think I've seen any bird people this whole time. We got the, was it the Ruto people from Zelda Breath of the Wild in here? Oh, there. They're called Turkins in this game. Alright. We gotta talk to more people, see what they heard. So I'm assuming that the summit is happening here. This man's over here doing his philosophy, his deep philosophical thinking on us right now. Bro, we just asked you a question. Exactly. That man's Taurus reaction is me right now. I'm like, bro, we just asked you a question. This man gave us like the whole like meaning of life spill right here. So that man was useless. Should knock him off the cliff right there. That man be falling into the cloud sea. You'd have to send me the specs, CC, and I can well, even you can probably get on Elgato's site and see what the requirements are for running the well, they usually just give you the requirements for running their software. But you'll want a good internet connection and a processor that and some RAM. If you can run most of the modern games at good frame rate, you probably have a good processor. You just have to send the specs to me, and I can take a look for you. Poisonous what? This person was actually useful. All right. Let's see what other people we can chit chat with, aka chat them up. Bro, we're getting all the info right now, all the intel. Bro, my blade keeps sitting down on the ground. Let's swap. We'll just have to remember to put him back on point when we get to the fighting. This man is like, he's like, I'm so certain it's the other guys. It's not us. Did we miss somebody going this way? There's more arrows back that way. I guess we'll catch those on the way back. This looks like this is the to this man. We got where are these people coming from with this deep philosophy right now? We got all the philosophers in this game right now. We're about to solve all of the real world problems from within this video game right here. I'm gonna need y'all to vote for your boy in 2020. We about to use all the video game philosophies to solve all the world's problems, though. Apparently, there's somebody on this side of the. Yeah, here we go, right here. Oh, this man is probably about to give us some useless information. That man say he's voting for Kanye. Well, screw you. Well, screw you too then. That man ain't gonna win either. So we're getting some useful information. We had two philosophers. Can't imagine where these other oh, one's straight ahead. Alright, so there's one more person out here somewhere that we need to speak to. From the looks of it, looks like it might be from the Orion ship. We'll make our way over there. Alrighty. Yeah, but you're gonna have to do that, my boy. I'm thinking about getting it, but I'm really waiting on Crystal Chronicles Remastered. I need more information on that game. I just know they said it was coming out this year. They didn't provide us a hard date when, so I'm still waiting for more information on it. Alright, so what's our next? Looks like we're headed back to the ship over there. But look at what we have here. Looky what we got. I'm about to go dive in real quick. She was a normal cylinder.
Time for some treasure hunting. Yup. Whoa!
I pressed the wrong button the second time.
I'm back. Miss me? Ha!
Let's see what garbage we got. Oh, there's 2 monsters. What the heck? Bro, those things are level 38. Alright, let me switch blades real quick.
Put your best foot forward, Rex.
You put your feet up over there. All right,
Show you her true power! Javelin!
Make haste.
Why not?
Thanks for the support!
Eagle eye.
Sure.
Bro, we gotta fight these little garbage dudes right here.
Stronghold! Ha!
I want some
Why not?
Raging tiger.
Sure, I like your attitude. Break up!
Healing halo!
Pyra!
Leave it to me! You fight Poppy!
Topple them!
Everyone's
getting inside!
Let's keep this up and we'll win for sure!
Mithra!
Everyone bring
Rock! Everyone's getting inside!
Bro, I pressed the wrong button on accident. Hold up, Mithra.
Stupid! Let's get ready!
I shall defend you to the last, my lady.
Bro, how's this man evading everything? That man was avoiding everything. Then they said Larry the Lobster and SpongeBob. I don't know what that other man is back there. He's like a shark. He look like arms. these monster designs though. See, look at this man. He's about to get bodied anyways. There we go. Let's get rid of this other man.
Witness the power of water.
Go ahead and body this man. Body bags.
Scatter shot!
Bro. Hurry up. Oh man, I lost my freaking hook shot. My anchor shot. Go ahead and smack that man one more time. Oh.
I no longer live in fear.
We'll beat them with the power of friendship.
Come on, now time to watch out. Scatter
Rolling smash.
I'm the star player.
Why not?
Quicken arts.
Sword bash.
Pow pow. Cannon.
Come on, somebody break this
I shall
man.
defend you to the last, my lady.
We can do it! Let me show you a thing. Lightning! Shoot her!
Why not?
That man got bodied right there. Wait, no, Monster Hunter 6. What about that Dauntless game, my boy? Looks like the one monster from Monster Hunter 4. Alright, let's try this again. We're getting close to the end of the stream. I guess we can go and start the next.
Oh, I can't wait. Yo, time.
Got it.
All right.
Got it. Let's see what we get.
Oh, I love the smell of salvage.
Bro, these enemies again? What? Bro, we got a bunch of stuff though. Look at all this crap.
No.
Alright, well, I'm gonna pick up all this stuff. Y'all fight the enemies while I do this. Oh. Alright.
We may not win this one.
Dang.
Worry too much.
Pick up the health. Save me. Save me.
My thoughts exactly.
Just give me the answer. Denial protocol. Scatter shot!
This to your liking?
Why not? You will protect things. Halo. Keep eye on it.
This is where we prove ourselves.
Just give me the wheel.
Alright, we got that break.
Make cost and your flames and my wind will rip up straight through.
Body this man. I'm gonna go pick up the health disappeared.
Hit it, no!
You know, crushing twister.
Much obliged.
Don't mind if I do this.
Our
emotions are too, Rex.
I like the cure
I'll show you why I'm the best player.
That was well done. Rolling smash.
Let's show them
Hey, somebody else slammed that man. Must have been Tora.
No one can stop us now.
About to body this man right here. Body bags.
Hit it, no! Gotcha! Yeah! Wolverine! Stronghold! We'll beat them with the power of friendship! Yeah!
Dang. Well, they're putting that damage right now.
This is going to go down really fast.
Got him.
We could not protect Master.
Dang, we put the damage on that man.
Shine, Tora!
Yeah, Tora.
Hit it, no!
That man's dead. Got him.
Yet again. You saw that? I thought you were sleeping.
Look at the people dying. That man walked right off the edge. I'm crying right now.
Treasure acquired.
What do we get? Titanic coccyx. What the heck is that, my boy? Hold on, before we get out of here for the end of the stream here, guys, I want to see what this item is. All right, so there's our item list right here. What is that? Does it give us like a? Can we like? It just tells us we obtained it. Oh, so it's something. It doesn't really. It has a. I guess I'll look up that icon. This is that they beat the enemy, then they suicided. That's basically what happened. All right, people. So, last few minutes of the stream, we didn't get back to the assassination investigation, but in the next live stream, we'll pick up from that point. We're gonna I'm gonna make our way there, but we'll end the stream. Next week, we'll start over here at the looks like we're going to be headed towards the actual site of the summit, and we'll see what happens with this assassination attempt. I'm going to try to find some time this weekend, Memorial Day weekend, to grind some levels out of this game. Try to get some more stuff for Poppy so we can fill out Poppy's arsenal. We'll see you guys tomorrow in game night. So I appreciate you guys coming in and watching, and I'll look for you guys tomorrow at the game night live stream, and we'll have that man Big Mike on site and try to power our way through another fun-filled evening of gaming and smack talk. All right, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.